Hi my beauties, thank you so much for being here with me again, and a huge welcome for those of you who are new. So I really hope you guys are all doing well, and in today's video we are going to dig in your person's feelings and intentions. Indeed, we're going to see how does your person feel about you right now, and what is this person intended to do next. So what is going to be his or her next move towards you. So all you have to do is to close your eyes if you feel like, and picture the person you have in mind. Take a few deep breaths, and when you feel calm enough, you can open your eyes and see which of these three stones you intuitively feel more drawn to. So we got Celestite in group number 1, Apatite in group number 2, and Amethyst in group number 3. You're not going to see any deck because I decided to use the Spirit Song Tarot deck for all the 3 readings. So I would suggest you not to take too much time thinking about what is the right crystal for you. So try and see what is your first impression as soon as you open your eyes. Otherwise your mind will start working rather than your intuition, but you will figure it out, you will find out, because that happened to me when I take too much time thinking then that reading is not the right one for me, and then when I start thinking back what was my first impression, where my eyes were falling in the first second, then I click that reading and it's the perfect one for me. If you still feel confused, you can check the timestamps in the info box below, because sometimes we might feel intuitively more attracted to certain numbers rather than others. And apart from this, I also want to remind you that this is a general reading, therefore may or may not resonate with all of you, or even just a portion of the video might resonate with you and not the rest, and that's okay, that's absolutely normal. So take only what feels right and leave the rest. Always trust your intuition. If you feel that the reading hasn't resonated whatsoever with you, then I would suggest you to go back to the intro and make your choice again, and this time making sure that you feel really calm from doing so. If you feel that yes, it has resonated a lot, but you would love to receive even more insights about your specific situation, then don't hesitate to contact me. You'll find the email in the info box below, and you can book some private readings with me. You'll also see the prices there. So that's all for now. Actually, no, one last thing is that I'm also going to use some other oracle decks. Indeed, I'm going to use the Romance Angel cards to see how is your person's feeling about you, and also the Moonology card to give you an advice at the end of the reading. You'll find the links where to buy all these decks in the info box below. Those are affiliate links, so you're also gonna help the channel if you decide to buy one of those decks from the links that I posted in the info box. So that's really it for now, and you can pause the video here if you like, of course, and I'm gonna see you at the beginning of your reading. Bye now. Hi group number 1, if you chose this Celestite, this is the reading for you. As you can see, I'm gonna use 3 decks for your readings today. The one in the middle is the Spirit Song Tarot, and it's gonna be the core of your reading. But first of all, for the intro, we're gonna use the Romance Angel cards to see how is your person feelings about you, and in the end you're gonna receive an advice with the Moonology. Since today is full moon, so it would be nice to use this beautiful energy to see what's the moon advising you. So I'm just gonna set this on the side for now, and let's start with the Romance Angel card. So how's your person feeling about you? Dear Romance Angel cards, how's the person feeling about them? Group number 1, please and thank you. We're gonna take 3 cards, and now we're gonna clarify them with the tarot afterwards. So I didn't say it in the intro, but you always know this could be your crush, your lover, your partner. It doesn't really matter the type of relationship that you have with this person. So how do they feel about you? Please and thank you. We got give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership, really nice. Just gonna see if you can see properly. Then we got release your ex, the time has come to clear your energy. Wow, that's really powerful. And let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. So we are going to see, of course, with the tarot cards, what's the situation in details, but in general it really seemed like this person is intended to release their ex and give a chance to you instead. And also with this let go of control issues, maybe they feel that with you they will have the chance to be a better person as well, and they realize that they did some mistakes in their past, in the past, probably with you, because if this is give your relationship a chance, I don't know, it could be that for a portion of you, you guys might have already been together in the past and they want to give you another chance because they realize that in the past they were the one making the mistake of being control freak maybe, or yeah, not allowing the situation to unfold naturally. And so, but it also could be that you guys never had a relationship in the past either, and this is completely new for you, but for some reason it wasn't developing, it wasn't progressing because this person was busy with their ex, of course, and this person was already into relationships. So it really seems that this person now has decided to let go of that bond and start something new with you, which is absolutely great. So let's see now what the tarot has to say. I'm gonna place this on the side and we can look at them back again later. So dear tarot, what does their person feel about them, please and thank you. We're gonna take about 6 cards. This is reading for group number 1, please and thank you. How does their person feel about them? So I'm going to accept reverse cards with this tarot as well. So I have to shuffle it in a way that there is both upright and upside down cards. And thank you. How do they feel about group number 1? There we go. Knight of Crystal, clarified by the 4 of Acorns. Then we got Knight of Feathers, clarified by the Awakening. Really nice. Don't know where to put this stone, so it was on the way. But I like for you to see, so you make sure that this is the right reading for you. And then I'm going to put it here. King of Shells, clarified by the High Priestess. Nearly all of them are upright. There, stay in the middle. So let me see here what the cards has to say to you. So we were talking about letting go of control issues, right? And here there is the King of Crystals. So the king definitely knows that he can have control of the situation. He feels pretty confident that he can provide for you. That's what I'm sensing here with the king. Actually, sorry, Knight of Crystals. So the crystals are the pentacles. So definitely this person feels quite driven and motivated to take care of you, provide for you. The crystals are always very generous and very trustworthy as well. So it's not what I would say, for example, about a Knight of Swords, because they would be much more impulsive and as fast as they come in, they can come out with the same speed. So instead, the Knight of Crystal is somebody that is definitely learning from their progress, learning from their journey, and trying to learn from the past mistakes, because it hasn't reached the phase of king just yet. It's a knight, so I might have said it wrong before when I say king. But also it's somebody that is quite committed, Okay, so it's somebody that once they decide a goal, they know that they are going to achieve it, and they're going to put as much effort and time and energy as it needs to, even if it's going to take a long time. Okay, there is the Four of Acorns upside down, which means that this person is actually letting go. And it's I swear, I can't imagine every time how the cards are so right. As I just said, you got the let go of control issues here. So the Four of Acorns, when it's upright, it talks about holding really tight into something, on holding really tight onto their possession, onto their comfort, their security, the community, a relationship, holding really tight and being quite scared to lose the beauty that they got. But in this situation is upside down, which talk about releasing, letting go, and not be so control freak as they might have been in the past. So it really takes out the beautiful side of the Knight of Crystals and push away the negative side, because of course all the Knight of Crystal, if it was upside down, then it could talk about being a little obsessive and possessive and selfish. So instead, this is really letting go and being really generous. So if they have something, they're not holding too tight on it. So it could even talk about money. So they feel like they would give you anything, because having you is definitely more important than having any other material benefits. How do they feel about you? We got the Knight of Feathers and the Awakening. So I sense here that there is a huge clarity coming to them, and it makes sense as well with the fact that we got here release your ex and give your relationship a chance. So this person definitely got to a huge realization that it was like something just opened their sky suddenly from a day to another, and they're like, oh my god, this is actually what I need to do. So it made them feel really driven, really do you say goal driven? At the moment I'm a bit confused about that word. Goal orientated, that's what I wanted to say. And yes, really focused, so they know where they have to put their actions, they know where they have to keep their attentions. They finally feel they feel like a new person, because now they have a completely new dream, and they know that this is the right thing for them and for their soul. They know that this is meant to be, and this is part of their journey. And also they've been learning so much from their past mistake with this awakening, because it's like the Judgment card, the Awakening. So it's really like having a better understanding of all their past experiences, all their past lessons. Finally now it seems like they can connect all the dots. So everything that before it wasn't making sense to them, now it does. So there's a huge clarity, absolutely. And it's so nice that you have two knights and a king, because definitely this person wants to take the lead of this situation. That's another message coming from this. So King of Shells, we just asked how do they feel about you, and being answered to this question with the King of Shells is the best answer you could possibly receive. It makes me even smile, because it talks about the absolute maturity on an emotional level. So the highest level that you can reach, on regarding emotional intelligence, and it talks about being really open to embrace their feelings and your feelings. So being again really generous and kind and sweet and understanding and peaceful, at peace with himself or herself, and also really open to love in general. So it's open to a new relationship, to create harmony, and it's clarified by the high priestess. So I think that now they feel that again there's a huge understanding here with the high priestess. There's a huge spiritual understanding, and I sense that this person has got to this level of emotional maturity because they were able to work on their subconscious level and smooth their corners, the corners of their soul, and being honest as well about their secrets or about hidden side of their soul, shadows of their personality. So I feel that this person has been doing quite a lot of work to reach to this phase of the King of Shells. Also, the High Priestess could talk about you. This is how they feel about you. They think that you're really wise, really intelligent person, really intuitive, and they really like your elegance, as well as your mysterious sides to your personality. They might know that you're into tarot or into the spiritual realm in general, that you're quite a spiritual person, so they quite like that. And they have definitely deep feelings for you with this King of Shells. There is absolutely no doubt. So let me see now what's gonna be their next move. I'm just gonna place these cards on a side. So dear Tarot, what's gonna be their next move towards group number 1, please and thank you. We're gonna get another 6 cards as well. Please and thank you. Their next move. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you feel attracted from a click into this video, this is the right time for you to listen to it. So it's not weekly specific. It doesn't depend from the upload date whatsoever. So let me take 6 cards for you. The Queen of Shells upside down, the Moon. Actually, let me do a little bit of order here. I'm just going to place this on the side and do the same that we did before. Then we got 5 of Feathers upside down, the 4 of Shells upside down, 7 of Crystals clarified by the 8 of Shells. So let's see what's going on here. What is their intention towards you? Queen of Shells and the Moon. It seems like I have the impression here that since there is the Moon there involved and the Queen of Shells upside down, I have the impression that this person would like to take a move on you, but maintaining a secret for now. Because it's possible that this person is just about to release their ex, as we said here with the Romance Angel card, and release your ex and give your relationship a chance. So if that's actually what they're doing, if that's actually what resonates with you, it could be that this person is gonna it's not gonna be so understanding. I mean, he's gonna do what he can or what she can, of course, in their situation, but it could be that from your side you're gonna perceive this as not really compassionate towards your feelings, because of course it's not the best to feel hidden, to feel like you are a threat. So but this is gonna be their next move. It could be the, for majority of you, this person, yes, is gonna take a move, because as we saw before, there were like the two knights and the king, and they definitely have feelings for you, and they were really goal orientated, really focused on you, and understood that this is what they have to do. But it could be that they are gonna do it secretly for now, maybe because they don't want to upset their ex just yet, because they are understanding of how this other person might suffer from seeing this. So maybe they just want to be a little cautious. Then we got the Five of Feathers in reverse. Yeah, it talks about strategy as well. And the Four of Shells, which is like the Four of Cups upside down. At least I can tell that with the Four of Cups upside down, they're definitely in a much better place, because they finally think that they deserve the best. With the Four of Shell upright, the person is always believing that love will never come to them, that they are destined to be on their own, that they're not they are not worthy of love. But it's upside down, so they are releasing all those old beliefs. And it makes sense, because we got the King of Shells before, the King of Cups, so they're definitely ready for love now, and ready to embrace a love story in their life, ready to take care of somebody else. And you can get to that phase only when you're actually able to take care of yourself as well, and you believe that you are worthy of love. So definitely they did a lot of soul search here, and they reevaluate the whole situation, their whole romantic life in general. So with the Five of Feathers as well, I have the feelings that they are gonna let go of any internal conflicts. So it could be that for a while they were thinking, I should probably stay with my current relationship, even though it doesn't make me feel very much loved and doesn't make me feel great, but it's probably the best thing to do. Maybe they were just really scared of hurting her, because they sounds like they're a really sensitive person. So it could be that this person was just too scared of hurting their current partner or ex. So but now they were having lots of internal conflicts, to be honest, because definitely they had an eye on you, they were starting feeling something for you, but now they're finally letting go of those internal conflicts and decide that they deserve much better. So that's why they're opening up to you, although for the beginning it might be a little bit of a secret thing, or something that you're gonna meet at night at least. So it doesn't necessarily have to be hidden fully, but they feel safer to see you at night. And what else we got here? The Seven of Crystals and the Eight of Shells. The Seven of Crystals talks about not giving up, even though there might be some obstacles and some difficulties along their journey. They're so driven and so goal oriented, so focused on their goal to be with you, that there's nothing that is gonna actually become an obstacle to them. So they're really, yeah, they're really determined with this. And Seven of Crystals, and then we got the Eight of Shells upside down, which is like the Eight of Cups upside down. In the original tarot with the Eight of Cups, there is a person leaving the Eight Cups behind them. So it really talks about somebody that decided to leave a situation that wasn't working for them. This is actually the perfect card. Is the ultimate confirm that this person is actually leaving that situation behind and also healing from it. Okay, because the Starfish is somebody that is able to the starfish is one of those animals that is able to regenerate a new limb in the case it has been cut. So that's what this person is intended to do, to really let go of something that wasn't serving them and start fresh again and recreate this new limb. So give themselves a new chance as well, and give themselves a chance to be a new person as well. That's what I'm sensing. Since it's upside down though, it could also be that there is a little bit of fear regarding this new path, this healing, this regenerating. So there could be a little bit of a fear of change, and it really makes sense because it's a huge transformation for them. But with the Seven of Crystals, I feel that this person is like, yes, stopping and looking forward and realize how long the journey, realize that it's going to be a long journey, and pause before continuing. So take a little break and see all the options that they have in front of them, and pausing just to reflect on what's the best thing to do at the moment. So definitely we can't predict too far ahead, but that's the first thing that is gonna happen. So definitely I see a move towards you, although as I said, it could be a little secret for now, or hidden, or just meeting up at night. Definitely I see a huge progress within themselves because they're letting go of internal conflicts, and they're letting go of their negative self-beliefs where they did not believe that they were worthy of love. And then I can see them reflecting, a little bit pausing before this huge change. I see them determined to heal and let go of what wasn't working for them, although there is a little pause before doing so because it's huge change. But definitely with all the cards that we got before, I see that this person is really driven, it's really clear to their mind that this is the right path for them, and they have feelings for you. So I would absolutely be certain that this person want to create something with you. So let me see now with the Moonology card, what's an advice for you? Please and thank you. What's an advice for group number 1? Please and thank you. Hold your vision. This is so nice. It's actually just another confirm that you are going to manifest whatever you've been visualizing, whatever you see in your dreams. So it's just telling you to be patient and to not doubt about your vision, because I know that there could be some fears, some doubts, and that this is not going to happen, that this is too beautiful to be true, but the moon is telling you just hang in there and hold your vision. Lastly, I would suggest you as well to always trust your intuition, because that's the best teacher for you. And if you feel that it's not high whatsoever, that you're not in touch with your intuition whatsoever, then I would suggest you to do a bit of a meditation, because that's when we start having better, clear ideas on what is it that we truly want, and what is it that is going to be the right path for us. So as always, I would suggest you not to wait too long for somebody, especially if you're not seeing any effort from their side. This is something that I always want to remind you guys. So take your self-love and self-respect as first priority. So don't wait there for years from somebody that looks really indecisive and doesn't really know what they want from you and things like that. It does not seem like this is the situation, but I just want to tell you, just in case that is your situation. And so I would suggest in that case to yeah, just treat you nicely and let go of any situation that is not serving you well at the moment. Although this reading for group number 1 sounds absolutely promising, so let me know guys if it has resonated with you. I would absolutely love to hear your stories and see as well how it develops. And if you're enjoying the content of this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe and hit the notification bell down below if you would like to be notified every time that I publish a new video, which is gonna be more or less about every couple of days. And that's it for now, and I really hope you guys are gonna do well, and I hope to see you guys really soon. Big hugs to you now. Bye bye. Hi my beauties, if you chose the Apatite in the group number 2, this is the reading for you. So as you can see, I'm going to use 3 decks, and the one in the middle is the Spirit Song Tarot, which is going to be at the core of your reading. But before we do that, we are going to draw some cards from the Romance Angel cards, which are going to clarify how does your person feel about you. And ultimately at the end of the video, I'm going to show you a beautiful advice from the Moonology deck here. So I'm just going to place this on a side now, and we're going to see what the Romance Angel cards has to tell you. So we're going to draw 3 cards. So please and thank you, dear Romance Angel cards. This is reading for group number 2 with the Apatite. How does their person feel about them? And I didn't say in the intro, but this could be your partner, your crush, your lover. It doesn't really matter the type of relationship that you have with this person. Also, it doesn't really matter the date of upload. So this is a timeless reading, which means anytime that you feel drawn from this video, from this channel, this is the right time for you to listen to these messages. So how does your person feel about you? We got healing, family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Then we have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Really nice. And passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. That is so nice. We're definitely going to see the details with the tarot for sure. We're going to see, we're going to understand better the meaning of all these 3 cards together once we read the proper reading. But definitely we can tell in general that it could be that you guys are in a situation of no contact, or there's a little bit of distance, or things are not progressing the way that you wish they would, as fast as you wish they would progress. Or there has been some problems along the way, possibly because of their family, but the cards are telling you now that whatever has happened, or whatever situation you are right now, they're telling you to trust, because there is a huge passion between you and this person, and it's definitely worth working on it, worth developing, and see what else can come out of this. And they're telling you that at the moment, if you are not hearing from this person, is just focusing on healing their family issues. So but I have the impression that they are doing it in order to create a smoother relationship with you as well, so that there's not going to be any other huge troubles around that topic. So yeah, I sense also that this person would actually be super willing to fight against their parents just to be with you. So it could be maybe you are in a situation where they are not really happy about this relationship, but this person is just too passionate about you and doesn't really care. So but at the same time want to maintain a good relationship with them. So at the moment they are just focusing their energies on that and trying to heal any old wounds. It could also be that this person for a certain amount of time, or just recently, weren't able to open up their heart to love, and weren't able to let you in their heart. So that's because of some old wounds related to their family, their childhood probably. So maybe they're just not used to be loved and taken care of, and they're just pushing love away. But at the moment they are just deciding to heal from all those wounds and finally work on it, because they're again so passionate about you and they think that it's worth working for this. So tarot, like the cards are telling you to trust that something good is gonna come out of this situation. So I'm gonna place them on a side now and see what tarot has to say to you. Dear Tarot, dear Spirit, this is the reading for group number 2 with the Apatite. How does their person feel about them? So we're going to take 6 cards, which is going to be the first part of your reading, to see how do they feel about you. And then later on, we're going to draw other cards to see what's going to be their next move towards you. And as always, I accept reversed cards as well, so that's why I have to shuffle them this way to make sure that we have same amount of upright cards and upside down cards. So dear spirits, how do they feel about group number 2, please and thank you. We got the Knight of Shells upside down, clarified by the 5 of Crystals. Interesting. Then we got the Transformation card in reverse, clarified by the Emperor in reversed. And then we have the Ace of Crystals upright, clarified by the Lover card upright. Nice ending. So let me see what the cards has to tell you. Yeah, definitely, as I said before from the Romance Angel cards, when I was telling you about their old wounds, it comes out here with the Knight of Shells that they feel a little bit closed from love. Maybe they don't feel as confident about themselves, as charming, as passionate. I mean, they probably don't feel that they deserve so much attention. They might feel that they're not really attractive. So that also could be a reason why they have been pushed love away, because they have convinced themselves that they are not pretty, they're not handsome, they're not charming, and maybe they have received lots of critics when they were younger, and maybe they were bullied when they were kids. Thing is, there could also be lots of comparison with their mates, so they definitely think that they are not as shining as you are. So they could have they are holding themselves back a little bit. Then we got the 5 of Crystals, which is like the 5 of Pentacles. Again, it talks about feeling left out in the cold and abandoned, and possibly they put themselves in that situation of how do you say, isolate themselves from the group, and yeah, isolate themselves, put themselves on a corner so that you can't even notice him or her. So this person is having such strong beliefs about them that they are actually manifesting them into their reality, but they are the ones causing this isolation. Okay, so they put themselves in that situation, they with the hope that somebody is gonna notice them, or that you are gonna notice them, but they are isolated in such a little corner. It could be that yes, they go out in the pub or in the disco, but they don't stay They stay in like a dark corner so that nobody can actually see them, and that's their goal mainly. That's what they want to prove. Nobody's actually seeing me. I am not attractive. So that's, we are complicated as human beings, but that's what we do when we think that we are, when we have such strong beliefs about ourselves. We will do anything to just keep proving them. And I think it's possibly because we're too scared of the change. We're just too scared to blossom, and that just became our comfort zone. um, so that's what I sense that this person is at the moment. So again, I have the feeling that you guys might not be in contact, or that things are definitely not progressing, and but it's all because of self-esteem issues rather than their feelings for you. So let me see, then we have, this is really nice, we got the transformation, which is the death card, and the Emperor upside down. Again, the Emperor upside down, if it talks about feeling really disempowered, but it's really nice, it is connected to the transformation, although they are resisting this transformation because it's upside down. So there is a metamorphosis about to happen really soon. I feel that this person is starting to realize, because as I said, there was trust here, so definitely something good is going to come out of the situation. It might take some time, but the cards are telling you to trust, and there is passion. So I feel that this passion that they have for you will eventually be like the light bulb within their head that is going to say, oh my god, I really need to change myself in order to change the world around me. It's everything upside down, is not the way that I imagined. I am creating this chaos around me, so I feel that there is a transformation about to happen, although at the moment they are resisting it a little bit, and because I feel that they are scared to take control. They're scared to be a leader because they've never been, and yeah, they are scared to be put on a pedestal as well. That's what I'm sensing. There's a bit of resistance on taking control on their life, because that's what happened if they actually are going to allow this transformation, because they will never be able to say anymore, oh, people are not looking at me, they're not paying attention, I'm just invisible. They will have to start saying, it's my responsibility, it's me putting myself in that corner, you know. Things will have to suddenly change for them, and of course it makes sense that there is a little bit of resistance, but the beautiful thing is that in the end this person has beautiful feelings for you and feel that is worthy to go through this change, if that means starting something new with you. We got the Ace of Crystals, and the Ace always talk about a new beginning, a fresh new beginning, and since it talks about crystals, it also speaks about a committed journey. You know, it's not just the spark of the first few dates of dating, the flirt that we always, you know, like the nice flirtatious day, is actually talking about a stable journey, like a stable beginning, creating a solid foundation for something bigger to grow. And we got the Lover card, so again, to me this is a confirm that this person believe that you are their twin flame. That lovers all often talks about twin flame connection, so definitely this person wants to create something new with you, okay? But it's just going through their process, because they like you a lot, they want something with you a lot, they just wish that probably you would notice them, or you would show your interest a bit more. I wouldn't suggest you to actually do it, because that is part of their path. They need to come out of their shells. Okay, so they need to stop believing that they are not handsome enough, and they have to stop hiding, and they have to go through this transformation, and they have to realize that it's time for them to take control of their life. It's time for them to make a move, okay, and go after what they are wishing, go after their dreams. So now that was so beautiful. I really like when readings flow so well as well. So I'm gonna just place these cards in a side now and go about the second part of your reading, which is what is gonna be their next move towards you. Dear Spirit, this is the reading for group number 2 with the Apatite, please and thank you. What is their person next move gonna be? Again, I'm gonna take 6 cards for you. Page of Feathers, the Tower, makes sense. Then we got the Temperance, and the 4 of Shells upside down, makes sense. The 3 of Acorns clarified, but the Ace of Feathers, really nice. Okay, their next move, we got the Page of Feathers. The Page of Feathers is like a Page of Swords. So this person could be that their next move is going to be texting you, because the feathers is all about communication and the page it's all about messenger. So definitely they are going to send you a message here or call you. It's clarified by the Tower upside down. So again, there's still a little bit of resistance about this huge transformation. They have to really detox themselves from all their old beliefs, their old patterns that has hold them back from life, really. So the Tower talks about, yeah, crumbling down the old foundations to start something new and fresh for them. There is a little bit of resistance, so that means that they might text you, but still they might show off as a little shy or not super decisive. So they are not coming off as really brave or really, yeah, like it's gonna be a nice message, but I guess you might have wished something more heroic. Yes, I hope you say that, you know, like something more, yeah, showing a little more passion, I guess. Then we got the Temperance and the 4 of Shells. It's really, really nice here, because this person has decided that it's time, like in their next move is gonna be creating harmony within themselves, finding balance within themselves, being healing themselves, regenerating, and definitely there's gonna be they're gonna start feeling a bit more in peace with themselves, which is really, really nice. And especially because it's clarified by the 4 of Shells, which talks about releasing the old beliefs again, that talks about being worthy of love. The 4 of Shells is like the 4 of Cups, and when it's upright, it talks about being convinced that love will never happen to them, that they'll always be alone, that beautiful things always happen to other people and never to them. So, and in the 4 of Shells upright, they're a little grumpy and just convinced that they'll always be like that and there's not going to be any change. So they are a bit pessimistic or negative, and yeah, they are actually not realizing that there is a beautiful opportunity in front of their eyes. It's just that they are so negative that they can't even see that, but it's upside down. So finally they are coming out of that attitude. and they're realizing that yes, love is there for them as well, and that they are worthy of love, that they're just wearing the wrong glasses. So finally now with this new belief, they can feel more in peace with themselves with the Temperance card, which is really nice. And also we have the Three of Acorns and the Ace of Feathers. And the Three of Acorns talks about making plans for the future and seeing things ahead. You see, no one else can see as far as a giraffe because it is so tall. So that's what this person is gonna do, just like starting making plan ahead. As I said before, as I remember well, there was an Ace of Crystal which talk about a committed journey, the beginning of a committed journey. So definitely this person liked the idea of planning things ahead for a new beginning. Again, we have a new beginning with another Ace of Feathers. So definitely this person is going to realize huge things about their future. There's a lot of clarity here about what they want to achieve. The goat is pretty stubborn as well, so decisive, so they're absolutely 100% sure now about what they want. So that's gonna be their next move. They're definitely gonna, they could be talking to you eventually about their plans as well. But first of all, I sense that their message is gonna be quite light, and maybe even you're gonna see it as superficial, even like nothing special, but deep down within themselves there's a huge transformation going on, that at first they might resist. At the moment they're resisting, but eventually they will get to realization that they are the reason why love is, it has been blocked and it has not been manifested because they were blocking it away. So even if you are going to receive just a simple message, there's huge things going on in this person underneath the surface. And but I sense that you will see the result of this Ace of Feathers eventually, because it talks about, again, a new story, writing a new story, and being completely different, and start a new project as well. And they put a lot, they're going to put a lot of thoughts into it, so definitely you will see the result. Let me see now what the Moonology card has to say to you, taking advantage of the energy of the full moon today. So please, dear moon, what's in advice for group number 2 with the Apatite? Please and thank you. Look at the bigger picture. Oh, that really makes sense, because if you would just focus on the things that you're seeing now, you would probably be able to say, nah, this is not happening, nothing is gonna come out of this situation, I don't even know why I keep waiting, and it's just not worthy. And you might also get upset because they might withdraw a little bit, or not talking to you, not communicating to you, and you might not, yeah, you might just have a different perspective. But the Moonology deck now has been saying to you, look at the bigger picture. It means that spirits knows that something is gonna come out of this situation in the long term, okay? That you're not gonna see the results straight away, like tomorrow, but things are working underneath the surface, things that you're not able to see at the moment. So yeah, to me it really says to be hopeful about the situation, and as the Romance Angel cards were saying, to trust, because there is a lot of passion between you two guys. As I said, they think that you are their twin flame. There's just a lot going on within themselves. It makes sense with these healing family issues, because there's a lot of self-doubt, a lot of yeah, hiding because they think that they're not attractive. So it could definitely be connected to their past, but I see that there is a transformation happening. So definitely it talks about being really hopeful and patient. Although, as always, I would remind you to put yourself always as your first priority. Put your self-love and self-respect as first priority. So I really want you to think whether this person is actually treating you nicely and showing enough effort. It's just a general advice, is not associated to this reading whatsoever. I just want you guys to not wait for years for a person that is not decisive a bit about you, and that is just playing around and not showing enough effort whatsoever and just enjoying your attention for selfish reasons. I just would like to prevent you from doing that. So always trust your intuition. Believe this advice if you feel that is actually good for you, if it's a confirm of what you were already thinking. So be patient if you think that is the right thing to do, but if you think that you've been waiting already a lot, then just let go. And anyway, even when we are waiting for somebody, that doesn't mean that our life has to stop. So you can keep meeting new people, you can keep doing your hobbies and focus on the things that you're passionate about, but definitely that don't stay hours waiting for the phone, waiting for the message just because it said that a message is likely to happen. Reminds also that this is a general reading, therefore it may or may not resonate with all of you. And as I said in the intro, you can always book a private reading with me if you would like to see more insights about your specific situation. So that being said, I really hope, guys, that this reading has resonated with you. It is really absolutely promising, and so I would absolutely love to see the next development and see what's happening with you. So please comment down in the section below, and if you enjoy the content of this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you haven't done it yet, and hit the notification bell down below if you would like to receive notification about any new video that is gonna be published. Which is gonna happen about every couple of days. But yeah, if you would like to be the first one watching, then click the notification bell. And I really hope you guys are gonna doing well during this lockdown, and I hope to see you guys really soon. Thank you so much for all your support as always. Big hugs to you. Bye bye now. Hi my beauties, if you chose the Amethyst in the group number 3, this is the reading for you. So as you can see, I'm going to use 3 decks. The one in the middle is the Spirit Sound Tarot, and it's going to be the core at the core of this reading for you. But before that, we're going to draw a few Romance Angel cards to see how's your person feeling about you right now. And then at the end, at the very end of your reading, I'm going to draw a Moonology card just as a special advice for you in this situation. So if you are interested in any of this deck, you're going to see the links in the info box below. They are affiliate links, which means you are also going to help the channel if you decide to buy one of those decks through that link. So I'm going to place this deck on a side for now and concentrate on the Romance Angels for a minute. So we're going to take 3 cards for you to see how's your person feeling about you. So I didn't say it in the intro, but this could be your crush, your lover, your partner. It doesn't really matter the type of relationship that you have with this person. Listen, thank you, dear angel, dear Romance Angels. How is this person feeling about group number 3, please and thank you. We have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Really nice. Then we have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So definitely we're going to understand a lot more about these three cards once we start with the tarot reading. But in general, I can say that this person is definitely going through some self-healing. There is forgiving and learning, which to me always remind about forgiving our parents for the way they brought us up, forgiving the people that has hurt us in the past, forgiving an ex, for example, but also forgiving ourselves for our mistake. So it could be that maybe you guys already had something in the past, and at the moment they feel that they would like to receive your forgiveness because they have learned from their mistake with you, and they would like this to happen very soon, although they know that first of all they have to forgive themselves, they have to love themselves first, because otherwise they know that we can't receive it from external sources if we don't have it for ourselves. It could also be that they would like you to love yourself first, so and then see some development between you two very soon. But first of all, there is some forgiving that has to happen. So yeah, it could be that you guys already had something in the past, but it doesn't have necessarily to be. This could be even just forgiving themselves, as I said, or their own past, which has nothing to do with you. But definitely we're going to understand a lot more from these three cards once we do the proper tarot reading, because it goes a lot more in details in your situation. So dear Spirit, how is your person feeling about them? We're going to take 6 cards in couples, so each card is going to clarify the other. And this is going to be the first part of your reading. Then afterwards I'm going to show you what's going to be their next move towards you with another 6 cards. So let's see, how is the person feeling about you at the moment? The Hermit, the King of Shells upside down, the 8 of Shells, and the 2 of Feathers. Then we have the 4 of Feathers upside down, clarified by the Wheel. So let's go gradually and see. First of all, we got the Hermit clarified by the King of Shells. Okay, it makes sense as well with the cards that we got before with the Romance Angel. So your person at the moment feel the need to be on their own, and this is why there is something that they need to figure out on their own. They don't want to be influenced by anybody else's opinion or feelings. This person really needs to find the light within themselves. It could be that they realize that there has something happened in their past and they never dealt with, some old wounds that they never looked at in the face. Or it really makes sense with the forgiving and learning. So they want to spend some time on their own so that they can forgive themselves, forgive their parents, forgive their exes, forgive you as well. It could be the guy, something happened between you two and you did something that hurt them at first, and now they just need some time on their own to see the situation from a different perspective and try to understand you, try to understand why you did it, and try to understand if they are able to forgive you as well very soon, because we got the very soon card here. So I feel that this person would like, if that's the situation, this person would like to forgive you, but first really need to understand if that's the right thing to do. So they need to spend some time on their own. Another possibility is that this person just need to be on their own because they feel that they are not fully ready to love. The King of Shells is upside down, and when it's upright, it talks about somebody that is actually fully ready for love, really emotionally mature, and so kind and understanding and forgiving, and really um, able to embrace the other person's feelings, able to take care of someone else, able to commit for a long journey, and their first goal is to create harmony around them, and they have a lot of integrity as well. But this is upside down, so this person might actually not be fully ready for love at the moment. They are a little bit selfish because they had to withdraw from the world. They had to ignore in a way other people's feelings, because otherwise their vision wouldn't be clear enough to see what's happening within themselves. It happens sometimes to people that has never looked within themselves throughout their whole life, and suddenly there's a light bulb turning on in their brain, and they're like, oh, there's actually a whole lot of shit that I have to figure out here. So it could be that it's something as well that doesn't necessarily have to deal with you, but definitely I sense that this person is emotionally not ready, or is emotionally withdrawing because there is something they have to figure out, as I said, regarding forgiving here, okay? And also regarding loving yourself first. So it could be that this person, it makes so much sense, this person is not able to love, is not able to embrace love because they need to learn how to love themselves first. And maybe they can't because nobody did when they were kids, or they're not used to love. It could be that they have been bullied, or they have been criticized from other people, from their relatives a lot. So that's just the way they are. So it's really hard for people that doesn't love themselves to start and suddenly love someone else, okay? So definitely this person has a lot of things to process on their own. Although there is a very soon card which is quite promising, and also we have the 8 of Shells here and the 2 of Feathers, which talks about this person will feel that soon enough they want to make a choice that is gonna bring them out of this situation, is gonna bring them to a new phase of healing with the 8 of Shells. So they feel a little bit indecisive, or there is a little bit of a pause here with the 2 of Feathers, like they feel that they need a little bit of extra time in order to release the negativity from their past, in order to release the past experiences that hurt them. The starfish is one of those animals that are so amazing, because when a limb get cut, amputized, they have the ability to regenerate it and create a new one. So they are just needing a bit of extra time here to be on their own, so that they can release and forgive anything bad that has happened to them in their past and start loving themselves again, okay? But I guess that with this very soon card that we got here with the Romance Center cards, this 2 of Feathers is not gonna last too long. Also because we have a 4 of Feathers upside down, and if it was upright it would talk about they feel that they need a rest, but it's upside down. So I feel that this person has put a deadline to this rest, to this withdrawing from the situation, or withdrawing from you, and is quite impatient to come out of this lethargic phase. So yeah, I feel that they feel quite impatient to come out of this, and they feel quite impatient for a change. The Wheel of Fortune talks about huge changes, and yeah, it talks about karma. It talks about things coming back to them. Yeah, that talks about new possibilities as well. When the Wheel of Fortune come, it talks about something sudden that no matter, that it can be positive or negative depending on your situation. If everything is gonna go well, the Wheel of Fortune is gonna yeah, just bring a huge sudden change that you weren't expecting. But definitely I sense that this person, you know, with all these pentacles, it talks about all the different possibilities and chances that this person has. So I feel that it's this person is actually really excited to come out of a lethargic phase and finally enter in a phase of discovery. So realize all the things that he can do once he finally has self-love, once he's finally free from the past burdens. So that's I feel that this person actually wants to see a change with you pretty soon, as we saw the very soon card there, and the Four of Feathers upside down, the Two of Feathers here, the healing. So definitely, if you are in a situation of no contact or you haven't seen any huge progress yet, it's just leave them alone for now, leave them doing their own journey. And let's see now what is gonna be their next move towards you. I'm really curious as well. And let's pick up the tarot again. So dear Spirit, what is gonna be their next move towards group number 3, please and thank you. Their next move. Again, as I said before, we're gonna get 6 cards in couples, so 2, 2, and 2, clarifying each other's. Their next move, group number 3, 7 of Acorns upside down, Queen of Crystals upside down, Ace of Acorn upright, 3 of Crystals upside down, the Star, and the 3 of Acorn, finishing with 2 beautiful cards. So let's go gradually here. What's gonna be their next move? 7 of Acorns upside down and Queen of Crystals upside down. So I see that the first thing that is gonna happen here is them kind of giving up in a way, or like threatening to giving up to this situation, because yeah, it could be that they come out of their situation of withdrawing and eventually they're just like okay, you know what, that's it, I'm not able to heal myself, I have a huge load on my shoulder from the past wounds, and I'm not able to love myself at the moment. You know, like it could be that they're gonna have very negative beliefs about themselves, so that the first thing that they're gonna do is like to threaten to yeah, to give up, or simply not showing a lot of interest on moving on and keep working on this relationship or go towards the next level. It could be that there's gonna be a lack of enthusiasm, like even just thinking, oh, when this journey is it gonna finish for me? How long do I have to keep working on myself? How long do I have to keep waiting? Queen of Crystals, it could be I have few different messages here. It could be that they are actually okay, so many things coming. So it could be that at first they are gonna think like this just because they are very defensive again. It's just their subconscious bringing them to say out loud, yeah, it's not worthy my time, I need to stop working on this. The reality is they're just really scared of taking control of their life. They're just really scared of taking care of somebody else. Is really scared of commitment, and they're just really defensive and quite selfish as well. This person might have been really damaged in the past, so it could be that, yeah, that's why there's a lot of resistance. That's another message. The Queen of Crystals upside down, it could be like rejecting you. It could be that this represents you, and since it's upside down, at first they're just gonna give up and reject your offer of taking care of him, because you might understand and you might actually have seen him going through a lot, trying to heal from their past, and you might have been intuitive enough to understand what's going on in their life at the moment and offered help, and they're just rejecting your help. So this could be the first thing that is gonna happen, maybe like rejecting your help, or just saying there's no point to keep working on us because I'm a huge mess. Okay, but eventually then we got the Ace of Acorns and the Three of Crystals upside down. So there's gonna be planted a new seed for a new future here. Okay, with the Ace of Acorns, something happened that is gonna enlighten a new spark within themselves regarding you. So they are gonna remember how passionate they are about you, and they are gonna start seeing the benefits of actually allowing themselves to have a new beginning here, or starting a new relationship. And they're gonna remember how passionate they are about you, how attracted they are about you, even though they are still facing their fears of a new partnership, their fears of a relationship, their fears of collaborating with somebody else, because when they do it, they could test themselves, and that's gonna be the moment where they're proving themselves if they're actually worthy of love, or if they are actually good in a relationship. And since they might have received so much critics in the past, they might just be really stubborn, and yes, they feel excited and passionate, but at the same time really scared of this new partnership. But definitely, at least is much better than giving up entirely. So it could be that after a first rejection, after a first intention of giving up, this person is actually gonna weigh the benefits of both things, staying with you or not, you know, start a new relationship, or continue with this relationship and going towards the next level, keep working with you or not. And but then it's really nice because you got the Star and the Three of Acorns. So this person is actually finally remembered that you are their dreams, that you are whatever they've always been wishing for. So it would be a very cowardly thing to just give up entirely on this, and they just realize that there's lots of things that you could do in the future. So they're just gonna start feeling really excited about that. The giraffe is the animal that see further up than any other else because they're so tall. So I sense that in the end they're gonna be able to see the bigger picture and realize that there is a beautiful opportunity for a lovely future to be shared with you. So they might just be able to start working a little step by step on this new relationship. But definitely I see here a lot of realization that you are what they've always wished. And so I feel that in the end there's going to be lots of harmony and peace within this connection. I can't tell you of course how long it's going to take, but this is what's gonna happen gradually. First a rejection, and then waiving of the situation, and then eventually realizing, yes, this is what I want. So let me see if the moon has an advice for you for this situation. We're gonna take advantage of the full moon energy. If you've forgotten, just give a look tonight and say thanks to the moon for this advice, or even just appreciate its beauty. So let me see, dear moon, what's an advice for group number 3 with the Amethyst, please and thank you. believe in the impossible. This is so cool. Oh my god, this is amazing. It actually sounds like you could possibly think at first that this is impossible as well, especially when you see that this person is rejecting you or pushing you away or like being really difficult to talk to, because as we saw before, there's the hermit, so they're really closed off from talking. They're really indecisive. You know, like it could be that for you at first it's gonna be really an impossible mission, but the moon is saying to you, believe in the impossible. So it's really important that you keep being positive on the situation as well in order to manifest it and bring it into reality. So this is really promising. I'm really happy because all the 3 readings has been super promising. As always though, I want to remind you guys that waiting for them does not mean stopping your life and pausing your life and not doing anything else and just but staring at the phone. Okay, so please, if you decided this, first of all you need to follow your intuition. So if you believe that you're actually tired of waiting, or you feel that this person has not showed enough interest or effort towards you or care, and that you're better off, then do it and ignore the whole reading. You need to follow your intuition. But if you feel that this has actually been giving you lots of confirms of thoughts that you already had, and it's just, yeah, an ultimate confirm that this is the right thing to do, then do it. But waiting doesn't mean not seeing anybody else. Like, please keep doing your life and keep being focused on your passions and your hobbies, and meet lots of friends. And if it happens, somebody else coming into your life, why not let them in? You know what I mean? It's not, then eventually you'll see how things develop, and if this person is coming to you being really super ready, then you will be. But don't pause your life for them if you see that there's not much progress happening. That's just my general advice, okay? But apart from that, I said that to everybody, this general reading was absolutely amazing, super promising, really positive. So I really wish you guys the best. Let me know in the comments below if it has resonated with you, and I would love as well to see a follow-up and hear from you what happened next. And if you enjoyed the content of this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you haven't done it yet. It would truly mean the world to me. And hit the notification bell down below if you would like to be notified every time that I publish a new video and you want to be the first one to watch it. And that's it for now. Really hope you guys are gonna spend a positive enough lockdown. Remember to watch the full moon tonight, and I really hope to see you guys really soon. Always remember to participate to the polls. I always ask you guys what you want to see during the next video, so you have a chance to tell me your opinion. And that's it for now. I'm gonna send you big hugs and I hope to see you really soon. Bye bye now.